This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Time to go back and see if those Goblin caves have anything new in them. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. In the last episode, we went through the Dark Temple, cleared that out, got some new abilities, and decided to clean out the wood, one of the old forts areas, so we could get some experience and items. So before we head out, let's sell some stuff while we're here. Yeah, one of the big things we got was the throwing hissing knives, which will be very nice to use for quite a while. And that way I don't have to have a ranged item, so one less thing I have to hold on to. You know, I'm going to go ahead and sell these studded gloves. I'm just going to upgrade like a full plate piece of armor whenever I get it. Do I want to go in? No. Well, I mean, the armor is better, but this isn't fire-based, so I'm going to... Well, actually, I could just break it down and, you know, pay and put it on these gloves instead. Because all it is just... all I have to do is pay for a runestone, which isn't that much. Yeah, let's... That way I have more... Just, you know... Okay, let's break down... Break it down, break it down. Let's break that down for the item. And then go ahead and break that down. So we'll sell those gloves. And then... Oh yeah, I have to buy a runestone. At least I believe I need a runestone. I might have an extra one, but we'll see.
You'll find no other merchant with quality and prices to match mine. I've been supplying brave adventurers for over a decade.
Cool. Let's redo that. Luckily I didn't record for that long. Alright, retry. Time to see if Skull Gorge has something new in it. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. In the last episode, we finished the Dark Temple, got the scrolls that gave us some new abilities, and we finished out the old fort again, just to kill everything that appeared during you know, the transition from the different acts. And one of the big things we got is this item here, the hissing knife. Probably be using that for the rest of the game as a good ranged attack thing, just because of, you know, it raises combat reflexes if you equip it, and it does acid damage, so it helps against trolls and stuff like that. So I can basically get rid of these flame gloves for now. Let me go and sell those. And if I want to, I could transfer the flame energy to the Imperial chain gloves here, but we'll go ahead and break down both those items. Whoops, forgot to press the wrong. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Okay, break those down. And we'll sell those. And yeah, sell some of these. There. Yeah, we got all these gems, but I'm just waiting for the right time to actually utilize them. Okay. Oops. Wrong button. Put those. Okay. Let's head on out. Let's do the Skull Gorge, and then after that, go back to Elemental Plane of Air. To go back there, I have to go back to Umdil's mansion to do it, to get teleported back there. So unfortunately, we'll have to redo that beginning section, but that's fine. So anyway, yeah. Wood of Sharp Teeth was the name of the level. I was trying to think it was like something sharp. I don't know. All right, let's see what's been added to this place. All right, gotta... Yeah, looks like we got some new creatures around here. Yeah, look how fast it is, man. It's crazy, and the fact you has a chance of poisoning. That's just insane, dude. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to crit as much when I use this, but you know, being able to throw it really, really fast and hitting the guys before they even get to me, you know, just makes it all the much better. I do eventually want to get like a staff weapon that's pretty decent too. mainly for like being able to use some of my stealth abilities, because some of the new abilities we got for the assassin thing do require you to be in stealth mode to actually utilize. Man, just look how quickly I'm knocking these guys out. Yeah, you don't get to see those cool cool acrobatic moves, but anyway, yeah, now that I think before it was called the Goblin Cave, now it's swapped to the Orc Cave this time. Yeah, these are all orcs. Yeah, you can't really tell because most orcs tend to be green, so I don't know why they've made them, you know, a bluish color this time. I guess they were trying to distinguish them. I mean, I guess you could say there's different tribes of orcs that have, you know, different skin tones and stuff like that, so why not? But yeah, these guys are supposed to be orcs. Yeah, first time I played this game, I thought they were like some weird like underdweller race or something like that. I was like, these aren't orcs. They don't look like orcs. At least to me, they did. I said I expect them to be part of the green folk family, you know, goblins. Actually, I was about to say hobgoblins, but technically hobgoblins, depending on which version you play, aren't green. They're usually either red or or just brownish color. I guess we'll just continue going this way for now. Yeah, I don't know stunning when I use this knife, but because of how fast it is, I'm fine with that. Getting some good attacks on me, huh? Ooh. But yeah, this is basically exactly designed similar to the only difference here is it is obviously the same dungeon, but there is like one or two like minor differences. Like there's a like a puzzle slash, well, not puzzle, like a switch that takes us back to like through these caves and connects to each other. All right, it's in one of the other caves, by the way. It connects to this cave, and it unlocks an area, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So orcs, yeah, orcs are like, I think actually, depending on which version of this is, I think, because orcs hadn't actually been in fantasy before Tolkien, interestingly enough. He's actually the originator of what we consider modern day orcs, at least in D&D and everything like that, which is interesting. A lot of people tend to forget that he's the one who created it. I mean, it was based off other creatures and mythology, but he came up with this version of them himself. And yeah, it's kind of sad a lot of people just forget he made that. They just assume, that he just made a variation on orc, but, there's a couple different variations of orcs. We got these orcs here, then we've got Warhammer orcs, and then we've got well, I guess there's a couple versions of orcs. So we got Tolkien orcs, which are their own thing. Then we got the pig-like orcs, which I think originally D&D used them like that, but I don't know if they were described like that in Tolkien's work. And then we've got the Warhammer 40k orcs. Those guys are pretty entertaining because they're cockneyed orcs that paint their devices different colors to make them do things, and it works apparently. I think what was in the lore of Warhammer 40k is that technically the orcs stuff shouldn't work, but because of what they are, it just happens to work. It's because orcs are like in 40k, for those who aren't aware, like orcs are technically plant-like creatures with psychic abilities, and the psychic abilities allow them to manipulate machinery and stuff like that. That they don't, but the orcs themselves don't understand why they're doing that, or that's what is going on there. It's kind of funny when you think about it, just how strange Warhammer 40k orcs. Now that's one of the things about like taking a well-established like thing, like the orcs, and changing them up just enough to make them unique in their own way. Gotta deal with the orcs and the war boss and the warg or whatever. Although it's been forever since I did any Warhammer stuff. I did run for a while some Inquisition games for Warhammer 40k. Also did some Rogue Trader and Death Watch, I believe it was called. Death Watch is when you actually play as Space Marines in a tabletop setting. That was pretty entertaining, though. The power of playing a Space Marine is pretty there it is, the weapon of doom. But yeah, plenty of Space Marines. Like, if you look at the stats of creatures from all the different books, like Dark Inquisition, all the characters have pretty low stats. Rogue Trader, the next step up, and then you play as Space Marines, and holy crap, their like stats are on a whole other level. But it makes sense. They're Space Marines. They have to be tough to face like the enemies of mankind. I mean, if you look at like Warhammer 40K, just stuff in general, it's just insane what humanity has to fight. The Tyranids and the Necron and everything like that. I don't know why I'm talking about Warhammer when I'm playing D&D, but I don't know. Just the whole talking about orcs thing kind of made me bring it up. Yeah, I tend to use orcs quite often in my games. They're good early game to middle of the road enemies to encounter, whether it be barbarian tribes or something like that, or a war boss or something like that. Yeah, orc wizards. That's not possible. They have -2 to their intelligence. Well, unless you play modern D&D, where they what was it they called it? They called it they changed it from race to like something else, and like inheritance or something like that, where you can basically choose a race and then just choose which stats are better or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, man, that homogenizes everyone and makes them not different. Isn't that the whole point of different like creatures and races? Is that the interesting thing about them is that they're different. They're not us, They're not this one group. So if I don't know. Sorry, I'm bringing this up again. It's just one of those things that kind of annoys me. And no, they're not doing too much damage to me. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, it's not like I gained that much more power in between this episode and the last. I mean, I did gain a level because of but then again, the Dark Temple did give us some really good items. So I mean, that's the point of them. Oh, we got trolls. Yeah, this is why I wanted the knife and did wow. I keep forgetting how nasty trolls are at this point. Ouch. Youch. Did a lot of damage there. There's a short bow. Oh, a shield of striking, huh? I think that's the one where it can possibly randomly attacks you when you equipped it or something like that, I think. Oh, it gives you the power attack. Okay. Yeah, that in D&D power attack is when you take a negative, but if you hit, you do like a ton of damage. 3.5 mainly did it, as well as that Pathfinder. If you're playing a fighter character, it's definitely a go-to. And of course, you play Pathfinder or 3.5 edition of D&D if you want a huge numbers game of D&D or fantasy or whatever. Because man, you're gonna deal with some numbers in Pathfinder, that's for sure. Hopefully you're a mathematician or something like that, because otherwise you might have some trouble with that. Now the math isn't that bad, but it does get a bit high. When you expect like if you play a D&D game, I think the most numbers you'll probably get in a campaign is maybe, I don't know, maybe up to 10 or something like that. Or I mean, unless you cast like invisibility where you can get like +20 or something like that. But I think that's the highest it ever goes. He tried to bite me. Oh, he gained a level 2. Nice. Oh yeah, I got to figure out. Oh right, yeah, strength. Yeah, strength. I think from now on it's gonna be strength till for the rest of the game. So, okay. Ooh, 25 points. Yeah, I could finally get deflect missiles and let's see. I did evasion last time. Well, it could boost up my stealth ability. Allows me to get more damage from sneak attacks. Oh, yeah, I got that poison ability. Well, I don't have to spend it now, but I might do like Diamond Bite and deflect missiles to get those maxed out. Yeah, I'll think about it. This is kind of one of those middle of the area things where I'm just like, maybe I want to do this. I'm not sure, or I want to use this. Oh, it's like I'm sorry, I forgot you can't really block with ranged weapons because you can't really. I mean, you could block with knives. It's just not in this case since it's technically ranged. Even though the knife still has a blade on it and everything like that. Now you use the block button for aiming when you have a ranged weapon. I just don't do it so often. I almost forgot about it. Just yeah, too bad the trolls do so much damage when they smack you. Yeesh. I guess is what happens when this is how it feels like when a DM like makes a regular monster and then adds levels to it. Yeah, that's a thing you could do in at least in 3.5 and Pathfinder version of the game. Because yeah, you could take like a because usually most enemies in the game in the tabletop game have a challenge rating. So I think trolls are 5 or 6. I think I'd have to look it up. But you could add like a template or a level adjustment to them. So let's say you want to make it a troll, but you want to make it like a troll berserker or something like that. Well, you could add like a level of berserker to it, make it a higher CR. Although when it comes to monsters, CR rate does not equate. Like if I put a level barbarian, does not mean it goes from CR 6 to 7, for example. In most cases, it raises it quite significantly because you're giving the monsters a whole lot of extra abilities, so you have to take that into account. So it might make it go, if you add a level barbarian, it might turn it from 6 to like 9 or something like that, you know? Just as a rule of thumb. So if you're designing a game or an encounter, you got to consider that. Well, I guess you don't have to. It depends on the game you're playing. If you told your players that your campaign is dangerous and that you don't design encounters based off their levels, then they might be more aware, or at least they might think more about their decisions or whatever. But if you play with a DM that always tends to gauge battles based off your own levels and everything like that, then and then he throws that at you, that'd be kind of a dick move, don't you think? No, for some reason I thought that was a chest, just a regular chest, not like a treasure chest or anything like that. So probably should save it. Trolls have been smacking me pretty hard, so, and I don't want to lose out my precious progress. Not that that hasn't happened before. I'm serious. No. Nah, I've had a few deaths in this game, off screen too. Mainly if I'm play testing something or checking something before I record the episode, just to kind of give me a general idea of what I want to do. It kind of really changes, though. Even if I play test something, I might change what I do with the actual recording. Cause maybe my feelings on things change. You know, it happens every once in a while. Probably more often than I'd like, though. I'm trying to think of some cool, interesting notes about trolls. Trolls are obviously the idea of the troll has been around in mythology for a long time. Grimm's fairy tales, I think, or Billy Goat. I'm trying to remember actually the first indication of the troll being indicated in literature. I mean, I don't know for sure. I think the first time I heard it was probably the Billy Goat's gruff. You know, the Billy Goat's grussing over the bridge or whatever. It's probably been referenced before in like maybe Scandinavian mythology, because I know a lot of kind of the horror we know of today, or the scariness, or a lot of monsters came from like, you know, European or Scandinavian horror stories. Oh, we got monsters. We got spiders. Spitters. Man, it's a good thing. Hopefully you don't have arachnophobia, folks. I would only have arachnophobia if these guys were the size of dogs. And I'm talking about big dogs, too. Then I would be like, okay, now we have something to be scared about. But if it's just a regular spider, or even like a tarantula, I'm just going to be like, eh. Because 9 times out of 10, spiders don't want to attack you because they kind of just want to live on their own and hide in the corner of your room and catch bugs and stuff and live. That's all they want to do. If a spider bites you, it's because you entered into its territory and are harassing it. I mean, there might be like a few rare species of spiders that are super aggressive, like that'll actively attack you even if you're not in their zone. But 9 times out of 10, a spider attacks you because you've entered its domain. It's like when you kill an ant that's entered your house, you're killing it because it entered your domain. Same thing here. So yeah, rule of thumb, just if unless you want the spider to mess with you, just leave it alone, you know. Unless you want to kill it, then do whatever. I'm not your dad. I'm just saying. Spiders are more useful for pest control. I mean, they take care of ants and flies and stuff like that, so I'd rather have them around than those things, you know. I'll let them hide in a little hidey cubby hole away from prying eyes. Ow. I mean, he's not doing that much damage, but... And the poison tick damage is helping too. Ooh. Dragon Idol. This is a very old dragon idol with decorative stones and eye sockets. At one time, there was a mechanism linked to the idol, but has long since been deactivated. If only we could find the gems. I'm trying to remember. I don't think... Was that there before when I was here at the Goblin Cave? Now I'm trying to remember. I think there was a spot for it, but it wasn't actually there because it doesn't get filled in until you come back here later. I thought I could drop down there for some reason. Maybe I'm misremembering. Alright, well anyway, let's keep going on. I was trying to think about trolls. Yeah, trolls have the, obviously, in-game, they have the resistance. They have physical resistance, and they can heal. They have a small regeneration, which gets removed if you hit it with acid or fire. Depends on which version of the game you play. I think 5th edition doesn't have that anymore. I don't even think they have regeneration. Maybe. It's been a while since I've looked at the stat block, despite me not playing 5th edition not too long ago. But yeah, newer versions of the game, they obviously made them easier to fight because they think modern audiences don't want to challenge of some sort. But that's another thing that's left up to the DM, not yeah, I just have to find that those gems so I can get the treasure over there. At least I believe. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. I know this place like the back of my hand. Yeah, that's new. A healing potion. Ooh, great axe. Studded leather gloves. Nope. Okay. No. That makes you look like I should be able to grab it or something like that. You know what I mean? It looks like a little statue or something like that. Well, anyway, let me pull that back up. All right, let's go this way. See what's inside, or see what's over here. Yeah, I'm trying to think something else to say about trolls in just general. I don't use trolls all the time, but I try to use them every once in a while, like when I want like some big nasty enemy to make an appearance. Although recently I've been using trolls as a bodyguard, or as a bounty, or not bounty hunters, as like creatures for hire. So instead of like most games, like where trolls are just creatures that'll just eat people and hide in their swamps or whatever, I make it where they roam the countryside and charge like exuberant amounts of gold to be bodyguards for people or do odd jobs or whatever, depending on what it is. But usually it's expensive jobs because obviously the trolls aren't going to just waste your time like cleaning your farm or something like that. Unless you pay them a ton of money, I guess they might consider it. But that's just a DM variation on it. I think the reason I did this, like, there were some suggestions on how to make monsters more unique in your world by doing other than just the standard trope. Like, I mean, you could use the standard trope if you want to, but every once in a while it's nice to do something different. You know, change it up a bit. Especially if you're with a group of players who've played as long as I have. I, know every single, general idea of like what everything's weakened against and all this other stuff. And that's always the interesting question when you're role-playing is like, are you allowed to use your player knowledge with character knowledge? Like, your player probably doesn't know about how trolls work, but, you do. I guess it depends if you view D&D like a video game or if you want to truly role-play it. Really, there's no wrong answer to that. Not really. At least I don't think there is. It just depends on how immersive you want your game to be and stuff like that. So, all right, pearl, all that. Okay, and yeah, we didn't find any gem sockets for that. So, oh well, time to leave. Okay, where's the exit? Where's the exit? All right. So now that we finished the troll cave, or was it the troll cave? Yeah, troll cave. Alright, let's head on to the other areas around here, because we still got to go to the other Orc Cave around here. No, we actually we have a decent, after killing all those guys, we have a decent amount of experience. Let's see, there's the Melodious Cave, which used to be, I think, a Goblin Cave as well, so let's go in there. The Melodious, actually, no, I think it was the Knoll Cavern last time I was here. Yeah, I think so. Knolls everywhere, but yeah, now it's filled with trolls. Nasty, dirty trolls. You are a nasty creature. I will destroy you. Yes. Yeah, I'm just trying to think any like random trivia that I could be. I mean, I've told you most of what I remember about trolls in general. You know, healing and all this other stuff. So I do like the look at the trolls that they use here. The ones with like the thin bodies, the long noses. Those are the trolls I remember. In later editions, they kind of try to clean them up a bit more and make them not as like old European looking. You know, which I prefer old European looking. There's just something crude to like how medieval Europe and those that told stories about these creatures thought what they would look like. Nowadays, too many creatures are cleaned up and make them look nicer. And I'm like, dude, they're monsters. Why do they need to look nice? They're monsters. They're supposed to be spooky, scary. They're supposed to be, you know, like abominations. You know, they're supposed to scare you, make you like want to not sleep at night because you're afraid the boogeyman's gonna get you. You know? But yeah, nowadays we can't have the kids get scared. Then again, I was never the biggest fan of like horror movies, so maybe I can't really complain, but I think everyone deserves to be a little scared in their life, and I'm not talking about realistic stuff. You know, something about a little outside the realistic. You know, like when you watch a scary movie and you get scared and your adrenaline pumps, that type of thing. You know, people need to have that happen to them in their lives. You know, not so much to feel alive, but just to get that bit of adrenaline. You know, not become a junkie or anything like that. Not that I'm an adrenaline junkie. Who said I was an adrenaline junkie? Did you say it? I didn't say it. But, yeah, there's a lot of trolls around here. Gotta pay the troll toll, my friend. Gotta pay the troll toll. That's what Danny DeVito taught me. Actually, I've only watched, weirdly enough, I referenced that, but I've only watched, like 1 or 2 episodes of that show. Like, which is weird. Everyone says it's funny and everything like that, and it probably is. It's just, I don't know why. I just never decided to sit down and ever watch it. I think I watched like the first episode or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, this is funny. Maybe I'll check it out again. And then I never checked it out again because it was on a random network that I almost never watched on a regular basis. I think it was like where I'm from. It was like a station called TBS, I believe. I don't know what the actual cable name of it was, but TBS. I think it was TBS. I don't even know if TBS runs it anymore. With how often like TV stations and companies change hands these days, it's hard to say like who belonged to what now. I mean, I don't even try to keep up with that stuff, not really, but when you just hear, oh, this group owns it now, I'm like, what? That's weird. Where'd they get the money for that? But anyway, yeah, I need to check that show up, and I think it's still going on too. At least, I'm trying to remember how many seasons. Quite a few seasons, like 16 or something crazy like that, man. Anytime I find out that a show's lasted for like more than like a couple seasons, because when I was growing up, if a show lasted a couple seasons, that was pretty good before it got canceled, at least in my eyes anyway. Nowadays, like some shows just won't die. Like I almost want them to stop like being around because it's like, please stop. You know, like the problem I have with like One Piece and stuff like that. It's like too long. It needs to stop. You can't enjoy it till it's done, you know? Like, the thing you enjoy about things that are going on is that it has an ending, you know? That the journey can end, you know? And you appreciate the time you had with that journey, you know? And I got bats in here. Stupid bats. Tricks or forgets. Hopefully these guys don't do a ton of damage. It's just their troll cousins. Sorry, sir, I hired him. He's my cousin. I really wish these like little areas had the maps like filled out to the purposes where I could figure out where to go. I mean, they're straightforward, but I just like having when a game has a map, I like to know that the map is gonna be gonna be the same type every time ooh, almost missed you. Haha. I somehow still almost miss stuff even if I spam the square button. Did I go this? Yeah, some of the air caves around here kind of split into each other, you know. I think that's the exit. So I think I got everything actually. Sorry, I'm just doing one more. I'll like look around just to make sure I didn't miss it. And I'm jumping on the way too, because you know. Oh, okay. I didn't go down this way. Good thing I checked. This is saving me a lot on potions, because then I can just kill them from far away, so I don't have to, you know, use the items. Oops. See if I can. Oh, okay. Punch that. No. Chest. Gold. Ooh, superior ring of protection, even though I'm not going to use that. Grand scimitar. What the? It's a mimic! You sneaky punks. You're trying to eat me now, aren't you? I just love them throwing up stuff and crap at me. Here, take this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. A couple more caves to go, I think. Or is it? It's like 1 or 2 more caves, I think. So. So where are? Yeah, since I haven't been using my abilities. Is it this way? I think so. Oops. Yeah, I want the camera out on this case. There it is, over this way, so. No other things I missed, right? Nope. At least I don't believe so. Alright, out of the caves and into the streets. Out of the caves and into the streets. Yeah, we're not finishing the episode until I finish Skull Gorge, even if there's like 3 caverns. I wanted to make it a 1 episode so we can go back to the area of wind. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to off-screen go back to where I was in that, so that way you don't have to see me. Although, when you kill stuff in this game, unless you do the whole, kind of like with this game where every act changes the random side quest areas, the area won't refill with enemies again, like the ones I killed. Oh, we got ropers. Of course, they're throwing their own crap at me. Surprised I can poison them. I don't know why, even though they're fleshy just like everything else in this game. It's kind of annoying how they keep ow. Okay, never mind. I'd rather you throw crap at me. How is that knocking me towards it? Is it just me, or what? Or was I turned around by the time and then it pushed me back into it? And I was giving it the easy access. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's pushing. Okay, so I am looking at it, and yet it's turning me backwards, and then it's trying to push me towards it. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, it's turning me towards it. What is the idea that it's actually roping me towards it? I mean, maybe. That's weird. I thought that was a glitch or something like that. Maybe it isn't a glitch. Maybe that's a purposeful design for it. I mean, that makes sense, I guess, because technically ropers are supposed to have tentacles to pull you towards it, but I've been seeing them spewing out those like little needles or whatever they are. I guess the idea is to pull it towards you with that thing, so you can do a ton of damage with his bite, because his bite does more damage than those ranged things. It's not even enough time to turn around. Jeez. That's actually kind of annoying now that I think about it. I just gotta hide over here, so you can try to hit me. Yeah, keep moving, buddy. Keep trying to hit me. It's not gonna work. Now back to the trolls. Yeah, why won't they stop? Stop, dang it! Good thing this thing makes infinite daggers. I'd almost like to see what a troll looks like with 1,000,000 daggers in its body while it's slowly dying. It's like, what's that?
I can't carry another thing.
Nope, time to recall. For some reason, I didn't expect to have to recall back. In this case, just because I was redoing the area. So, let's see.
You'll find no other merchant with quality and prices to match
See,
mine.
yeah, I'm gonna sell
I've been
that.
supplying brave adventurers for over a decade.
Oh yeah, that is the. I can break that down. Let's see, yeah, I can break that down too, or I can sell that. I mean, yeah, we'll go and break down that shield, so I can get the sapphires from it. Sell that. Oh, did that have a? I think I sold like an item that was magically inclined. Ooh, Imperial stock staff. Shock staff. I might just break that
I
down.
receive new shipments frequently, so if you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
Just so I can use the Imperial staff. If I want to beef it up, I want to use the Imperial so I can get more bang for my buck if I have a high-end, item for that. So let's see, sell some stuff there. Let's see, bunch of rings. Ring of battle. The ring made out of battle. Okay, sell that. Yeah. I'll break that down. Okay. Break a few more things down.
I've been supplying brave adventurers for over a decade.
Oops. Nope. Don't want to do that. Mainly I'm doing it just in case I do want to use those gems. I don't know if I will, but it's just a kind of a hold off just in case before I do my last minute. Oops. Yeah, you can't recall while you're jumping. You have to have your feet firmly planted underground to do it. Oh, right, I was going to grab that. Oh, come on, man. I wasn't in its vicinity. Ugh. Man, scale mail, I think what it was, sells for a lot. It's like $2 grand plus or something like that. I thought I stood away from it, though. Because usually if you stand away from the thing, it won't, bug out the item, Well, that's annoying. Oh, well. I don't need a min-max gold. It's just, it helps, for certain treasures. But, I don't know. Whatever. Can't do anything about it now. Yeah, I don't like the fact that that's a bug. That sometimes your magical, or your items can just disappear, while you're teleporting back and forth, Let's go, I think, just this whole area in general I haven't been to, so. Stop blocking and take your damage like a good roper. Like an owl roper over here. Yeah, stop blocking, man. Just accept it. Just accept the inevitable. You will die. I'm trying to think if I did anything really neat with ropers. Usually, I think I mentioned the fact if I do use ropers, I usually just use them as traps to grab the party or and put them in a precarious situation. Nothing too fancy or interesting. Well, I don't know. It's interesting sometimes. Back to the trolls. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone. Uh-oh. That ain't good. Nope, don't want multiple creatures on my butt. I don't need it. I don't need this, man. I can't handle this today. Where are you? There you go. Just like when they fall on the ground with a slap, just bam on the ground. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Kind of, I don't want to drag out any stories if I can. I just try to find something interesting to say about certain creatures and monsters in the game that maybe I've run across myself or done too, Oh, actually, is that like a thing of wind or something like that coming out of his mouth, trying to pull me back in? It just seems like when I get hit by those things, it does pull you towards it. But it looks like, and then sometimes it looks like he's breathing at you to go, Because that's what it seems like. I'm surprised stone can be poisoned, And it is D&D, magic and all that, so why not, right? But there can be abilities in the game that let you bypass fire resist or fire immunity and still be able to hit it with fire. Why not be able to make something that's stone, or something that is stone, but can somehow be, poisoned or whatever? You're like, that doesn't make sense. Then again, I did read, was it Oz of Ozma, I think is the book, or maybe it's Return to Oz. The movie is Return to Oz, but I forgot what book it's actually based off of. The Wizard of Oz series has I could start as 12 books or something crazy like that. And they all have different stories and ties-ins and stuff like that. And one of them was about the Gnome King. I'm trying to remember if that was if that was actually called Return to Oz. The movie itself I really like. The Return to Oz movie is definitely a very dark take on sorry, I was paying attention to that. Of the, you know, the other world with Dorothy and all that other stuff. It is a very dark take because, you know, like Dorothy almost gets electroshock therapy in the movie. Yeesh. And she's supposed to be like, what, 12 or something like that? Man. And unfortunately, in real life, that happened to people all the time. Like, people would just be, because doctors didn't know any better. They didn't know how to cure your humors or stuff like that. They were just, they said, oh, it's got to be, this electric shock will burn through your brain and it'll clearly make you better. It's like, nope, don't think so. But, you know, the doctors thought it'd fix your humors. Yeah, if you want some pretty entertaining stuff, you should look at, like, old medical journals and stuff like that, like what they really thought could cure you and everything. Come on, dude. Just lay down. Just lay down. Take your medicine. Poison yourself. Yeah, it's really interesting to look at old medical technology. And even then, we probably haven't mastered there's still things about medical technology that we're still just not aware of, you know. That we probably are wrong about, maybe. But hopefully, I'm hoping, you know, modern medicine is pretty solid at this point. You know, that I'm not going to a place and all of a sudden something bad's happening to me because someone wasn't paying attention. Then again, some doctors will do that. They'll, like, you know, not keep up their. Oh, that is so annoying, dude. At first I was fine with it, but now I find it kind of annoying. Like, obnoxious even. You're like, okay, can you stop pulling me toward you, please? Luckily, it's not a common thing that the game throws at you, you know. I mean, I guess I could just move and throw, not have to worry about getting grappled, you know. A grand crossbow. You're a grand old crossbow. Okay, I think we're almost done with this area, and then we got one more cave. Man, this is gonna be a long episode. I didn't realize how long it is. Maybe I should take a break and finish it next time. I wanted to just straight up, you know, go into the realm of air, or the elemental plane of air, like right afterwards. Let's see. There's bodies over there. Actually, maybe I did get everyone. I thought I was still missing like an area or a section that I didn't grab, but I might have gotten it all, or at least most of it anyway. Because there's bodies that way. I've already been that way, so maybe. Yeah, I think so. Let me double check over here just to make sure. Yeah, there's dead bodies, so must have got it all. All right, let's head out. Let's get on out of here and finish the last caves and be done with this place. Yeah, unfortunately, there's really not a whole lot of interesting stuff to really say about this place. Just show you some of the treasures and secret. You know what? Actually, I think when I first came here, I think I accidentally missed the waterfall cave. Now that I think about it, I could be wrong. I thought I missed it because like, in my immediate memory does not recall that specific dungeon layout. So I wonder if I accidentally skipped it last time because I wasn't paying attention. It's quite possible. There's a lot of things that are quite possible. But don't change it. Don't transfer it into bush. Ooh, we got some slow down here, man. Because we got water physics. We got like four trolls. Ow, that hurts you a lot when you get close to them and they punch you. But as long as I get the experience for beating them, I'll take it. And we still got some slowdown though. Frame rates at 5 frame rates per second. Ow, ow, ow. All right, I'll heal. Jeez, you got me, man. I'll do it. I'll take care of myself. You don't have to force me to take care of myself, man. All right, let's see. Yeah, all that. Yeah, I guess I'll just make this a super long episode just to make up. Oh, back to the works again. Almost forgot about you guys. Come on. Fine. You don't do as much damage as the trolls, so. The only problem with doing this though is I can't really stun him with the knives. Because it's not a stunning weapon, you know, or stunning ability or whatever. Alright, let's go, I guess let's go through this area here. Yeah, I probably should heal. Yeah, let's go and do it. Yeah, I actually did not expect me to take this on during this. I guess because of the the overall like more HP that the creatures have here is making me take a hot minute to go through this. And the fact they're blocking every other second doesn't help either. I mean, I can always turn off or switch to my melee for a second, like to stun him and then go back to it. But now we're doing enough damage. I think there's the one more. Isn't there another cave around here? Cave of Wonders, they say. Yeah, I kind of missed like stunning things to, you know, do that. I'm just trying to. Morning Star. Okay, there's the other cave. We still got the rest of the area here, but shouldn't take too long. Okay, okay, yeesh. Whew. All right. Yeah, I think. Okay, well, I think you know, I wanted to finish this whole area here, but I think I will take a quick break here. So all right, time to finish these trolls off and see what we're made of. But what awaits us in the rest of these caves? And can we now handle the elemental plane of air now that we've got something that'll take those air elementals to shame? Find out next time in the next episode of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.